right, my name is Gavin F. Haley of the Apex Guitar Institute, and today I'm here to answer why you should work with an instructor right off the bat. So what are some of the things that you miss out on by going it alone? The first thing that you're going to lose is that immediate feedback that's going to guide you in the right direction. Whenever you're trying to learn something on your own, you might get the basic idea of it, but there's going to be a lot of small things that you're not even aware of that you're supposed to be doing that an instructor can point out and supercharge your progress. Secondly, let's say you're tackling something that's pretty challenging for you. There's a lot of stuff out there to learn. So how do you decide what you should focus on? How do you sort down all that material to figure out what it is that's going to be most important to help you reach those musical goals? And harking back to point one a little bit, there are things that we call unknown unknowns, which are things that you don't even know that you don't know. All of these things can be pointed out by an instructor so that you can zero in on whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Now, why are all these things to be avoided so vehemently? Well, if you practice something for a good long while and it's incorrect, not only have you wasted all that time learning and you still have to go back and do it correctly, but it's going to be harder to break any habits that you've built up to then change it and do it the correct way. So all that, especially if you go on for quite a while, adds up to a lot of wasted time where you could have made exponentially greater progress just by having someone show you how to zero in. And if you try to learn any skill on your own and you get stumped and you're not sure how to proceed and you're banging your head against the wall trying to make those little improvements, you know how frustrating that can get. And whenever it gets to the point that you start questioning yourself whether you should be worrying about trying to learn this new skill at all, it can become a pretty big headache. So what's the quickest way to avoid all that mess? You find someone who's practiced, someone who has the skills down, who has a track record of success, that can show you what you need to do next for your particular goals and work with them so that they can give you all the answers, saving you that time and headache. When you spend time around these people, not only are you picking up on the knowledge that they have, but you're also figuring out what particular traits that they have or routines that they may follow that you can then implement into your own playing and learn from them that way as well. Not only that, but especially when you're working with someone who hosts group classes, you can be around all these other people who are following the same path as you. And whenever you're having those days where you're feeling demotivated and you don't want to practice, then you can see that everyone else is in the same boat and it helps give you that motivation to keep going. Doing it by yourself is like trying to take a road trip cross country in the middle of the night using nothing but your headlights. You'll kind of have an idea of where to go. You'll probably have to make some stops and ask for directions. You may get turned around and start going in the wrong direction for a little bit, but eventually you would probably make it. Working with an instructor is like working with someone who has the map to your final destination, can give you all the directions as you're going so that you never get turned around. So what's the end result of all this? You save time, you save effort, you get completely rid of the uncertainty that comes with trying to go solo. You get to bypass all the trial and error, supercharging your progress and getting you to the point where you're building on the skills of those that came before instead of just trying to play catch up. This gets you to the point where you'll have all the tools available to do what you want to do much sooner than you would if you were just starting from scratch. So if you've ever thought about taking lessons before, then I highly encourage you to just give your local instructor a call. They're always more than happy to help you along with your own goals because we all were at that day one at one point. So we know what it feels like to just be starting out. If you happen to be in the Southeast Texas area, I do offer lessons myself in Beaumont and Orange. And if you've never thought about it, then just take a look, find some local instructors and give them a call and just ask them some questions. See what kind of music they specialize in, let them know what your particular goals are, and see if they can do something to help you reach those goals faster. So until next time, play loud, be heard, and I'll see you on the next one.